Okay.
Hello. Here we are at Port Orleans, French Quarter. We're going to be taking a walking tour of the resort.
This is the main front entrance where you come in, you get dropped off. Real reminiscent of New Orleans, a lot of iron work, a lot of glass, make it looks open and airy. And when you pull in here, you can take your luggage with you, or there is bell services right over here in the corner. They'll be happy to take your luggage for you. Hold on to it till your room's ready.
Hi Claire, happy birthday to you. Make sure you don't throw in Peter Pan by mistake there.
Yeah. This is the main lobby of Port Orleans French Quarter. And you do all your check-in over at Riverside, and then you come down here. And they have the standard arcade. Here's registration, checking in. Concierge services over here will make dining reservations for you, get your taxi, any other kind of thing you need, upgrade your park tickets, whatever you think you need to do. Like every Grand Disney hotel, there is a store. This one's the Jackson Square. Carries all your miscellaneous goodies from footwear to clothing to some sundries if you need them. Here we're heading into Sescluska Floatworks, which is the food court area. Off to the left is a bar called Scat Cats, jazz type bar, opens at 4 in the afternoon. Live entertainment on Wednesdays through Saturdays. Here's food court. A lot of the menus have been changed over to these digital videos. So you can get pizzas. Here you can get your burgers and chicken and hot dogs. This one's only open for dinner. This one offers wraps, chicken salads, quesadillas, taco and beef chicken salad, and your traditional ice cream stand. And as you come out the backside, you head down towards the pool. got these two cuddly characters to meet you as you come in. Off to the left is the bar, pool bar.
Mardi Gras.
Actually, it's called Mardi Gras. This is the backside of the Dragon's Tail here. Great park for kids, great pool for kids. Big old dragon water slide, keeps them occupied, entertained. Well-themed pool.
Easy movie.
A little breezy maybe today.
Is that in the sun?
Okay, that's why. They closed the pool. They told everybody to get out of the water.
Yeah, somebody
Threw up or something? Or peed
threw
or...
off a kid lost a leg.
Wonderful. We're going to head over to one of the room courtyard areas, give you guys an idea of French Quarter rooms layout from the outside anyway. Get an idea of what you're in for if you plan on staying here. Well, if I remember correctly, there's roughly 8 different buildings. They're pretty much split, 4 buildings left, 4 buildings right from the center. So, for our general purposes, we'll go to the left.
Apparently we're walking down Rue de Baga, heading for Pool and Laundry Street. So as you can see, as we've been walking by, we've both got the old horse hitching posts out on the street for your carriages and your horses as you come into town. Have yourself a cocktail and a little fine New Orleans spirit.
we're heading down to the canalways, which both go to Port Orleans Riverside, which is to your left, and off to downtown Disney, which would be there to your right. Now, we're lazy people, so we're going to be taking the boat back over to Port Orleans.
Amen.
Because I don't want to make the 7/10 of a mile walk between the resorts. So here's some of the waterside units that face along the river. And as you can see, the boat dock down there is right off the back side of the pool. And we'll get a good shot of Mr. Dragon there as we go by and wait for the boat. There's Mr. Dragon all caged up because can't let him out. Gets free, man. He's going to take over that canalway and no boat's going to be safe. Alright, well, we're going to get in line for the boat, and we'll see y'all when we get over to Riverside. Alright, well, here we are at Port Orleans. We finally made it. Got off the boat a little while ago. Here's your front entrance. Oh, looky there, a tourist.
Dixie Landings! Woohoo!
As with French Quarter, you pull up, you unload. You can either take everything with you, or you can stop over and see the fine folks at Bell Services. They'll happily, gladly take your luggage, store it for you, hold it for you, till your room's ready for you. Then they'll even bring it to you. Isn't that special? Front doors, and entering the grand old lobby. Fulton's General Store. And the River Roost. We'll stop over there in a minute. Here's your registration area. And again, another concierge area for your dining reservations or park passes or upgrades or whatever else you think you might need. They can give you a hand. And we'll pop into Fulton's General Store. Carry just about everything from dishes to clothes to sundries to Neosporin if you get a blister.
Open 8 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Okay, I don't know if you all caught that, but open from 8 till 11.
I think
And this nice little area over here is known as the River Roost, which is the bar. You can either open seating out here, or you do have a bar area back there. They have piano, live entertainment on the Wednesday through Sunday in the evenings, I believe. Bar opens at 4. I believe it's open to midnight. Stairs. This area here leads you down to the main food court and boat rides dining hall.
Mike? Right here.
This is Boat Rights. This is the main sit-down restaurant here at POR. There is no longer one at French Quarter. Used to be, but they decided it wasn't worth it. As you can see, you're sitting amongst the shipbuilders. Nice restaurant. Pretty decent food. I don't know if you folks can even see that. And that just makes it kind of worse. Alright, well, we'll get pictures of those later. Post them. And we're getting into the entrance here of the Riverside Mill. This is the general food court here at POR, or Port Orleans Riverside, whichever you prefer to call it. I prefer to call it Dixie Landings. Will always be Dixie Landings to me. Nice sized food court, salads, sandwiches, chicken, pasta, pizza, burgers, bakery.
That's the last one.
Quick grab snacks. Your pizza and pasta. They have a build your own pasta where you can make what you want, order what you want, what kind of pasta, what kind of sauce, whether you want meat in it or not. And then this one is a carving station for dinners, usually roast beef and some sort of turkey. And sandwiches, deli type. Now, you'll see why they call it the Riverside Mill. This is all the mill works inside. And the seating area. It's one of the bigger food courts. Got a lot of room, a lot of seating. There's the bridge. We're on the back side of the lobby now, actually. Bridge that goes over to the old man's swimming pool. Marina, seating area, out back, outside. And a good old paddle wheel. Go for a ride? And your sluice way, which controls the water and controls the speed of the wheel. The faster the water, the faster the wheel moves. This is reminiscent of a cotton press. As you can see, it's a pretty resort. A lot of trees, a lot of animals. Right, Mr. Go? Thank you. And quite accommodating, especially if you have a muffin or a cookie or anything that's edible. These guys will be all over you. Now we're heading into the Alligator Bayou side. There's two sides to the Riverside. There's Alligator Bayou and the Magnolia Mansions. The Bayou side are clusters of 3 to 4 buildings, 2 stories tall, and small inner courtyards. Most clusters have a quiet pool right off the back. The Magnolia Mansion sides are a 3-story building. Little tighter, actually, quarters than Alligator Bayou seems to be. Some of our native birdies that will come crawling all over you if you have anything edible. As you can see, the Alligator Bayou side is much more rustic, much more down-to-earth type. Lots of foliage, lots of squirrels, lots of birds, lots of butterflies, lots of flowers.
Oh, yeah.
This set you're looking at here is the front set of cluster 14, 15, 16, and 18. There are only 2 classifications of rooms here, standard view or water view. Any of the ones that are along the sidewalk here looking at the little river over this way are considered water view rooms. Anything else that'll be in the internal clusters is considered a standard view. We're going to take a turn and head into the first cluster here so you guys can get an idea of how this resort's actually laid out.
snake and a lizard and I'm on that part right there.
And we're coming up here on one of the quiet pools that's tucked back away from the main pool. They're nice places. You can just kind of get back there, relax. Not a lot of hustle and bustle. However, the main pool at this time is closed, so the quiet pools are a little busier than usual. Next to all the quiet pools are the laundry facilities, so if you need to wash something, just find your quiet pool and you will find someplace to do laundry. And as you can see, it's a pretty good sized pool back here. And they're all laid out pretty much the same. Kind of this windy, curly Q little pool. The inner courtyards, or the inner hallways of the buildings, and the central corridors of all these buildings will be your vending and ice. And it does appear that there are no elevators here. So if you are on a second floor room, you will need to climb them stairs with your luggage. Nice pretty inner courtyard. This is considered a regular standard view. It's not considered a preferred or water or anything like that. So if you get a standard view booking, you're quite apt to be looking on something like this. I think most of you folks can figure out why Mike and I prefer this resort. It's just so quiet.
And they got squirrels.
Well, and of course they've got my skippies. Alright, well, we're going to head over to the mansion side and do some taping over there so you guys can see what the mansions look like and how opulent and elegant they can be compared to us poor folk that live over on the river.
Y'all.
Alright, well, we'll see you in a bit. Alright folks, here we are crossing the bridge over to Magnolia Manor, or Mansions, sorry. As you can see, there's 4 of them. There's Arcadian House, Magnolia Terrace, Oak Manor, and PortOrleans. We're going to head towards Arcadian House. It's lit better right now at this time of day. And believe it or not, Arcadian House is one of the less aesthetic of the manors, in my opinion. It's just kind of bland. The other ones are much nicer, but we'll hold that surprise for when y'all come down. Here's the actual front steps and walk up for Arcadian Manor. And as you can see, they are 3-story buildings. And you got your inner area where you can walk up to the 2nd and 3rd floors. And we're going to come down this way and check out the quiet pool real fast. And your view here, you're off the front of the building. Look out on Old Man's Swimming Pool, which is currently under construction. That's why we didn't bother showing it to you. Not much to see but a green fence. But it is quite a pool. There's a 150-year-old oak tree that holds up the water slide. There we go. Got the brain to engage. Sorry. And this is one of the quiet pools here for the manors. Not quite as quaint as Alligator Bayou. Ones there are a little more windy, a little more treed. These are kind of just big old pools out in the middle of the world. And again, the same thing with the pools is your laundry facilities are located right by them. Oops, can't go that way. Okay. Well, so I hope you guys enjoyed your little walking tour of French Quarter and Port Orleans Riverside, the Alligator Bayou, Magnolia Mansions, and gives you hopefully a nice little idea of what really goes on and what you'd be in for if you stay here. Enjoy your trip.